You know what they have said? This is another thing that they have said. They said that is was one Amiri Izoduwa pa oidwa gwanye na ivioba in gwayo. Hey, Ivie Manimahi, who do you think Izoduwa is? Iso Mekedere, Obabi me. Obabi me. And I'm very clear, Oba Ensonyo Bima. If some of these royal children is so zwa, does that mean Maya zwa? I said clearly, it's Sonibu zwa kakabo. Does that mean that in Mayado zwa? Awa me no riami, I mean no doloi. Agbonya we do me ba view da kompa.
Thanks for clicking on this channel. Please subscribe to FO's blog history and click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video you will be notified. Some Benin royal family members are not playing their roles as expected, says Izoduwa. According to Mr. Izoduwa, he said today's discussion is going to be a general discussion. I am going to put my mouth on a variety of issues concerning our kingdom. In fact, it is going to be in form of our proco, that is gossip, he said. He talks about his anger with some members of the Benin royal family because of their continue keeping quiet when Governor Obaseki and his collaborators continue to attack the Oba of Benin and the Benin throne. He admonished Akenzua's and Elwelka's children, who are not only keeping mute but even technically supporting Governor Obaseki for what he is doing against the Benin palace and Benin throne, to turn a new leaf and support this fight against enemies of the kingdom. Some of these Benin royal family members are not playing their roles as expected, he said. He further explained that in recent times, non-Benins are fighting for Benin kingdom more than the Benin themselves. Some Benins are even challenging the Oba of Benin's declaration on the status of Enogie in the Benin kingdom. These Benins are saying they are only expressing their opinions on the issue concerning Governor Obaseki's elevation of the position of Enogie to traditional rulers in Edo South, which is Benin kingdom. Some of these Benins supporting Governor Obaseki are the problem of Benin Kingdom because the 1979 edit clearly stated that Enogie and Benin Kingdom are chiefs of Oba of Benin, hence they are not traditional rulers, and these people are aware of the 1979 edit. He singled out one Mr. Paulo Sarig Binelwelka, a lecturer, who supports Governor Obaseki for promoting Enogie as traditional rulers. He made Mr. Paulo Sarig Binelwelka understand that when the Oba of Benin or Benin Palace issues a statement on a burning issue concerning tradition, nobody's opinion is needed and whatever the Oba of Benin or Benin Palace says is final. It is only a foolish man who has an opinion on Oba's proclamation, he said. The so-called lecturer has never written any post challenging or condemning the bad policy of the governor. He never disagrees with whatever Obaseki says or does. He added that his father was not chief, his grandfather was not, and even his great-grandfather as he can remember was not. That those whose parents were chiefs in the palace and enjoyed the privileges attached to the position of a chief in the palace are the ones misbehaving, he said. While others whose parents have not had the privileges are the ones fighting for the kingdom. He praised his father for raising a great man like him despite he was nobody. In this video he talks about Hugu Kingdom and agrees that Hugu Kingdom actually existed for 300 years, splitting Benin Kingdom into two kingdoms. Some communities in Inyakorian one were under the control of Hugu Kingdom. But however, Oba Ahen Budar took war to Hugu Kingdom, conquered them, and integrated them back into the Benin Kingdom. He categorically made it clear that no politician can buy him because he is a wealth creator. If Governor Obaseki decides to seize all my estates in Benin, I will go to Abuja and Lagos to continue my business. In space of 1 year or two, I will start making money again, he said. He also said anyone who says he is trying to politicize the issue is as foolish as his age. To them what Obaseki is doing is right and Obaseki cannot do wrong. They even believe if Obaseki suspends the Oba of Benin, everyone should fold his or her hands and be looking at him because they believe the governor is always right. The truth is that the governor cannot be right at all times, he said. He further stated that from now henceforth Benin has been divided into two, you either be Oba's children or Obaseki's children, you cannot sit on the fence in this fight. There is a Benin man who has in-depth knowledge of Benin history, he is the one advising Obaseki, because Obaseki does not know anything about Benin history. Look at the Midwest 60-year celebration presentation he made, he was a mess. He acknowledged people like Tony Onelny, Ambrose Ali, and others who were against the creation of Midwest region, while persons like Humphrey Omo Osardie, Oba Akenzuwa, Arcelmotar, and others who fought for the creation of Midwest region were not acknowledged by Obaseki, he stated. Please sit down, watch, and listen to this explosive analysis from Mr. Izoduwa.
Today, there's no specific topic. I'm just going to speak generally on different issues. Yeah, gwa kan emi no boom you no tonona aproko muna aproko me amubo wa do de na aproko gossip if you normal comment amubo gwan kan I'm going to speak on different matters. I'm going to speak based on different issues. I'm going to speak on different matters and speak on different issues. Okay. Bright Trinity. I think it's a female. Okay. I think we need to start basically because I get more borrow, like that. I get hidden or I get low. The first thing I want to raise is I'm going to be talking about a lot of issues. I'm going to be talking about which one should I start with? Okay. First and foremost, I'll first of all want to start by appreciating every Edo sons and daughters out there who has used their platforms or every other platforms out there to speak on matters that are bordering the existence of Benin Kingdom. Basically, I have to appreciate all of you for having it in mind to fight strongly, affirmatively for the kingdom. I want to really appreciate all of you people for taking that very incredible bold step to fight for your kingdom. And I want to pray to God and our ancestors to continue to strengthen you people to fight for the kingdom. So I will not be judging anybody, because the most important thing is we believe in what we are fighting for. That is the most important thing. So however you wish to fight, they tell Ogun Ebo how amunogbeya only mamubo kaime. So but however I believe that we need to take responsibilities for ourselves, and we don't need, as a matter of fact, we don't need anybody. We don't need everybody to be able to fight for what we believe in. And that has to be our motivation. And we don't need public acceptability. We don't need public biases and sentiment. We don't need public gratification. We don't need public eye service. All we just need is we believe in our capacity. We believe in what we are fighting for. We believe in what we are fighting for. All right, we believe so much in that. I know in recent times, I listen to quite a lot of people. Some of these persons are persons that basically, anyway, recent times with, Nepal. Oh, I will. So, I'm back. Like I was saying before, they took our lights, or took the lights. Man, is a bonnie. I mean, so I can reduce the volume. Okay. Values down. All right. So I'm back again. When Nigeria manage, manage. So I want to first and foremost appreciate all of you. You guys have done incredibly very well, and I must thank all of you. I must thank all of you. You guys are most incredible. It is incredible. You guys are most incredible, and I appreciate all of you for being incredible. And I know sometimes some of them that no, not really. So nothing that even some of the persons that you saw. Let me be very clear to you people. When we went to see Enogie of Izoduwa and a Waker, I spoke for almost 45 minutes. If you go and check the video, I think from 35-minute video, Facebook muted it from 35 minutes or so. If you look at some of the things that I said, first and foremost, one thing that I said that I want you people to put in the back of your mind is this. A lot of Benin people, 95% of the Benin people of the present day, time and era, do not believe that someone can truly fight for the kingdom without recompense. That Oma Raw nos gilis miuni esimu sege nedo without having a thought of being recognized or or being paid. So, but because they are corrupt minded, but because they cannot do it, they also believe that someone else cannot do it. And that is why these people who have this mentality are not progressive. These people are not progressive minded. The highest they can attain, a boy had to pay 250,000 a month or 500,000 naira a month. That's the highest most of them can attain. And we have to change the narrative. First of all, we have to change the narrative. I know a whole lot of people that are currently fighting for Benin Kingdom. If they are offered an appointment or offered a contract in Benin Kingdom, they will betray the kingdom without looking back. See, irrespective of how we continue to look at these things we have a structural defect in terms of mindset as a people. we have a structural defect in terms of mindset as a people. It is not if you people who have been with me for years, if you think it is that Benin people or those Benin people which we now refer to as our ancestors, that's the same Benin people that we now have. Foul. If you think that the Benin of the old, the ones that built the empire that you and I are talking about, are not the set of Benins that we now have, let me shock you. It's no longer those Benin. The reason is because we have a structural defect, one generation or two generations that were supposed to carry out, that were supposed to transfer that mentality of patriotism to us, failed. So, we are now a people that our generation, my generation now, has not become a generation that had no foundational knowledge of what the Benin's were in the old. I thank God for myself, and I thank God for my father, my late father, who was able to instill into me the virtues and character of what it takes to be a typical Benin man. Being a Benin man has transcended beyond bearing names. I have always said it. I not be any do. I not care the same local government of Benin. Oh, we do. People should always know this. Oma neha kwe na yoya ne do. Oh, we do. You people should open your ears clearly. Oh man, no zedo. Oh man, ne ravi ye ne do. Oh, we do. Get this, because even those people that you think bears Benin names or Edo names, they are rubbish. Your Edo-ness should be defined by your actions. Your Edo-ness should be defined by your action. Wow, gabu gabure or more microphone. We are where Edo day with US, Edo day with Canada, or Edo day with Morocco, or Edo day with university. That does not qualify you to be an Edo day. Then at the end, only no give me more. It's rubbish in rubbish. They will not crown it with Oba talk by that's the worst thing that they not do. After sitting down in their confinement to write rubbish. So we have had even non-Edo fighting more for Edo in recent times than even Edo. Why? Because we now feel that it has to be about opinion. We now feel about that it has to be my opinion has to count. It is no longer about the norms and traditions of the land. What is expected for a Benin man to do. It has not become I am at will to speak. There was one of my brother who said, oh, I don't want to mention his name. He did a video that I was angry. He called me that he wanted me to appear in one of his programs. I had to tell him that Wenovio or Haimoba, you came out and said that it is not a bad thing for Obaseki to create an Edosa traditional council because you feel that you now have an Ando or you now have 100,000, 200,000 followers. Funny enough, my father, Omao Haimoba, my grandfather, Omao Haimoba, my great-grandfather, Omao Haimoba, my great-great-grandfather, that is to the extent I currently know my family lineage, Omao Haimoba. Then I'm not fighting for the traditional institution. Then the people who has used the privileges, that is the most shocking aspect of the whole thing to me. The people who has used the privileges of the palace to climb to the level that they have climbed to are not the one that has not had any privilege whatsoever. No any privilege of whatsoever. Or Itamema, in whose ancestry has rolled on the privileges of the traditional institution to climb. Mana, no privileges at all. If you ask me now, I'll tell you my father is a nobody. But he was a great man to me. He raised a great son. A son that can never betray the land, the king, the throne, and the people. So to me, that was a great Edo man for raising a great son that I am. I don't need anybody to tell me. I'm not moved by material things. It doesn't freak me. Ego does not freak me. By nature, I'm a word creator. I know how to create words. So there's nothing any politician can offer me in this life that will. I know it's a gift. I'm a word creator. Even if Obaseki decide to seize all my estate here in Benin, I will go to Abuja, I'll go to Lagos, and in space of 6 months to 1 year, I will start making money again. I'm a word creator. I already have the skill to create wealth. So that is why when I tell people that, when some people try to tell me that, Izoduwa, what you do, you business you if they not come for your business, I'm like, business, but what I cannot keep short is that, because that's what Benin man was known for, is umiemoge. What here matter? At a point that some of them are saying that we are politicizing the matter. Any of them that says that we're trying to politicize the matter is as foolish and stupid as its age. Because in reality, when you look at this matter, who is truly the politician? We? Is Izoduwa the politician? Is it Izoduwa that is not the politician? Meh. Or where? Who has refused for one reason to criticize the governor for whatever reasons? I know some of them. They have never criticized the governor. And they are the one telling us that we are putting politics for their own whatever reasons. For their own whatever reasons. They said, no, to them, everything that Obaseki is doing is just and right. We should not speak about it. Even if Obaseki comes out tomorrow, God forbid, and say that the Oba Benin is suspended, what they are expecting us is for we that the governor is right. Oh, come on. The governor cannot be right at all times. The governor cannot be right at all times. People can politicize whatever they want to politicize. It is their headache. People can politicize whatever that they want to politicize. It is their headache. It is not Izoduwa's headache. As a matter of fact, when people talk about politics, if I know some of these people who were, a very good example is my brother Nosahari Edwin. He was criticizing the governors about a year ago on the matter of this Enogie, and I can go and screenshot some of his comments on my live videos. He was criticizing the governor, but I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed. But if he's on this live video listening to me, this is a message to him directly. I don't know what changed. This is not what Benin men are known for. Because you want to get a political appointment or you want to become an House of Assembly member, then you start to curry and paint an obvious truth. You start to curry and paint an obvious truth, talking about that if the policies that Obaseki has created, if it does not work in the long run, we will reverse it. At the detriment of the damages that his policies could have created because of the vendetta he has against the traditional institution, then you cannot call a bluff. Then tomorrow, you will not come out. Usunwa Nibu will not come out and say, you want to become governor of Edo State. We are waiting for some of you people to dare come out and say that Eru Wado, Eru Wawe governor Wakwe, then you not need that and said Oba Atokbe, no Ba Atokbe Beluwanibu. At what? See, this is what it is. I have always told, I've always said, and I'm very, very clear about it. I am one of the most threatened. I am one of the most, as I speak to you now, they are currently blackmailing my own biological mother. That is the one that started this money. Owiena. They are currently blackmailing. Because they have done every single thing. They have done every single thing against me. If you're in the path of truth, do you think anything will shake you? They have done every single thing. They are currently blackmailing my own biological mother. Maybe some of you would have seen it on WhatsApp and all of that. They are sharing it all over there. So, now, to them, when they not blackmail my mom, the Izoduwa, Ido Tota, Ido Kyobo. Do you know what I said against my mom? Let me tell you people. They said my mom was sleeping around. That's what led to my father's death. And they also went further and said that my mom slept with late Debiri, the Esogbar of Benin. That currently that my mom is sleeping with one politician in Airport Road. That's what I wrote with my mom's picture. You understand? That's what they are sharing on WhatsApp. With an intention that when they do that, you understand? That when they do that, that it will suppress my advocacy for the truth. Like I told you, I'm the most threatened, blackmailed, insulted. Not insulted, they are just very few. I'm the most blackmailed or threatened Edoma currently alive. But No, when I said that one, Samuel Tango, I say God forbid. When mommy me, God forbid. So, but I did gidigba. The more that they do, the more that they give me power to the buga. You understand? If you say that you are fighting for truth, you are fighting for justice, then why do you blackmail? Then why do you blackmail? I've told them that the way my records stay clean, they don't look for. In short, inside last week, they say now buy wine, now they give me land when I they sell. Now I can't say it good. Let me my tell you now where I forget land for Benin. I get 2 estates for Blackmail. I get one for Ute. I get one for Regging. The one I currently get, they will hear. Why they talk and they go, be say, it's very easy. All you just need, you know, this is not the hard. You will pay person, you know, propagandist. You will pay person. You say, okay, go. You say, get for Blackmail. Oh yeah, go Blackmail. Go meet the community people. Go ask them, say, the land with this guy, they say, now back get her. I've been a community get and say he pay and he pay full. You go take exactly. You go there. That's why they give them the name of the communities when I get. Then I come tell and say, for the past 3 years, I even went for that. Say, I work for Enogie. Me they go Enogie now. Me they go investigate. Say the 5 months when Izoduwa take work for there, I can't thief person money or I can't do what I'm not supposed to do before I can't come out. Say now then fire me. Not be say I resign on my own. Then I don't do survey for people. I don't do CFO for people. Oh yeah, Muna come investigate. Say you know this boy. Muna bring my picture. Come and if you know this boy, you don't ever do survey for you. Now the survey na fake, or you can't collect money, or you don't ever do CFO for you. The CFO na fake. These are investigations that I dey beg una. Never dig where you why you investigate. I have lived a clean, righteous life. My hands are free from death. My hands are clean from unclean things. Many high anywhere. So, they're not going after my family. They did voice notes, send it to my mom, send it to my brother, send it to my stepbrother, send it to all my family members, send it to even my staffs. That was about 3 weeks ago. That was few days to my marriage ceremony, a bit 2 weeks ago. They send it to me too, but because I don't listen to anything, when you send me voice note, and that voice note is more than 15-20 seconds, just now I will not listen to it. Because if you want to talk to me, you call me. I even hardly respond to text messages. It's rare. You want to tell me, I know, you know. So I tell them that if you think you people are for the truth, why blackmail? Why threaten? Bring your facts. That's what I said. You people remember that the last live video I did, I put a 2 million naira bet. If the Ogame people are saying that they are supposed to be the king, I put a 2 million bet. If for almost 3 weeks now, I've been 1 month. I might be on 2 million naira is big. Why so the railway book, so 6 months. Having these idiots now 6 months. I want 2 million. The 2 million naira bet is still on. I put a bet that if they can bring a book, any book written by Nedoma, as far as not from their own family, written by Nedoma, written by Anisoko Mao, Ishakiri Mao, Yoruba Mao, Igbo Mao, or Europeans, or intelligent report, wherefore Ogiame was referred, or Evian was referred to as a ruler, that he was a king. Then it's simple. I give you 2 million. If you can be able to provide a book. This is how you intellectually exchange issues. Even whites, even Ebo, to be where he referred to Evian or Giame as a king. That's a book. That's a book. I just say, if they can be able, let them show it, then let them tag me. If they see, I'll give them 2 million. 3 weeks or a banner. They are not able to provide. Then how do you? There is no record that are shown by anybody. I'm not even saying palace people. I'm saying any Edo man. As far as I say it's not the one they wrote. Or any other person. Let's even forget. Let's assume that we the, you know, say now Yoruba people that they call it, we the Yoruba people. The Igbos, even the Igbos that are in support of them, let them bring any book where far Ogiame Evian was referred to as a king in any book. 2 million. 3 weeks. They are not able to provide them. How do you intend to convince, if not stupidity? See, the Ugu people, the Umo Wonowa people came out recently saying that Ugu Kingdom and all of that. Ugu Kingdom rarely existed. I'm an historian, I can't be lying. I think I have discussed this matter 2 or 3 times before. Existed for 300 years. The Benin people recorded it. That it existed. But it stopped to exist during the reign of Obaengboda when he took war to the Ugu Kingdom and sacked Ugu Kingdom and reconnected them to Benin Kingdom, and now became one kingdom. So if anybody is also using Ugu Kingdom to deceive you, Ugu Kingdom stopped existing during the reign of Obaengboda. I'm going to read some experts, some works from Dr. Aisene Hagosa now. I'm going to read 1 or 2 things. Those are Ugu people. They existed, but they don't longer exist. But the Benins are also saying Omameg and Waya exists beyond Evian being an administrator. Then what you are supposed to now do, you will not bring a book to say so book said that we existed. Then I say, okay, you really existed. What now happened? Why exist? Omameg and Waya exist? I'm putting a bounty of 2 million naira. Why do you want to be that you people cannot eat? So instead of you people to bring facts, you are going to blackmail me, dummies, idiots, going to blackmail me, Izoduwa, with the WhatsApp group, yeah, no bashawo with Francine. You want to fight me that dirty Mama Benz? Edoya Zitani, the small palm tree of Yon Logan. In 2019, the woman who is blackmailing me, her name is Joy Ogogo. She married a Gambia because Mami over Nigeria no here because unyi mogen ogbin one Joy Ogogo Kintoka or Kintoka. I was very close to her. In short, the trip, my first trip to Ghana, she had fund part of it. She gave me 70,000 naira at that time. We were very close, you know. She respected me because of my intellect. They always respect me because of my intellect. So, but along the line, I don't know what happened. She took the opposite sides. But they expected me to follow them in their journey of destruction. I didn't. I stood my ground. And I have stood my ground. I thought she was going to change. I keep praying for her to change. But it doesn't seem she will ever change. It is her hatred, her bitterness for this land that will destroy her. She hates this land so much. She now hates Izoduwa so much that she would do everything to bring Izoduwa down. Ozwani not to give me stars, no Ray UK. Yeah, there was a time where I'm a picture on a platform of it. I don't reply illiterate and fools. I don't reply them. I don't glorify them. In short, nobody can use me to do saga. In short, you tag me today. You put my picture for your platform today. I see them when they do that. I know they talk about them. Yes, now the same person do go do. Every so he will open another account. He colored around Giso. He will open another account of Giso or Rominya. In short, she has not become so jobless that she goes to everybody WhatsApp group and be trying to now play a smart one. The last time they tried to play a smart one at me was about a month ago. He was not saying that a boy and a doity what's in normal be monkey face and all of that. That don't I think that they are actually saying the truth? You know, review yourself. Don't be going through back door. Review yourself. You are playing smart. When on my year school we have a play smart in Izoduwa. Hey, review yourself. When I have a conversation with any of them, they will be giving reply and they will be falling on the reply. Making a say, okay, one of them I can't have any able to test me. You people should stop testing me. Test me from now till next year. In short, I told my wife just now in the morning when we saw the blackmailing. I said, wifey, sorry, you know who I am. I'm a guy who will never back down from this fight. I said, brace up. Maybe in the next few weeks or few days, maybe your picture, you'll see your picture for Facebook or WhatsApp. They'll say you fair do a shower for Ile-Ife, or say now you the one of the commissioner they sleep with. I say brace up. I heard everybody in Benin, but in all of this, I will not back down. In short, to every of these things that they do, it makes me strong and firm. Because you know why? If you believe that you're standing for truth, you will not blackmail another person. Just like I believe I'm standing for the truth, I will not go and be blackmailing them. I will not try and be using all the dubious. You cannot use dubious ways to get to the top. Otherwise, when you get there, you fall dubiously. You cannot use lie to crown an institution. You must fall. It must be built on truth. That is how it will stand. What Izoduwa have asked for is present your fact. Let me present my fact without insult. Why we ta ita? I tell Bonigbe. But yet they are too dumb. The mode of their propaganda is that they will blackmail. I mean, am I tagging Egwai? But still, they were able. They felt by this time, they would have been able to convince up to 50% of the Edo people. But they are still battling with about 2-3% of Imanizu and frustrating. Who have been bombing Lilian, I was one and frustrating a webo. All Lilian, ni men win no ball. Many men win no ball. Many men no men win no ball. Do you think I'll be seen within the midst of these dirty looking pigs? You understand? So you cannot. I'm saying it. I'm reiterating it. A nude. I'm wearing nude picture of a nude man. My nude video. Mega my way. I'm wearing nude video. You understand? Very dark man. He said, yeah, that my friend. I'm his follower. You can't. Many men you on this matter. You cannot shame me. You cannot blackmail me. You understand? So, the truth is that, like I said, after I returned from my first trip from Ghana, I appreciated that woman. Enogie Zuana. She told me 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks, according to what they told me, because I didn't hear, that if I do not apologize to her. But the truth is that I can fight dirty with you. I can really fight dirty. When you mean dirty, I can fight really brutally dirty with you. That's what you don't know. But I will have a way to deal with you without publicly fighting you dirty. Like I said, Udin Hyunlonga, Eredo Yaze, Udin Hyunlonga, Warege, Wame, Izoduwa gi omomon wakan, Erio need Tyser. But if you think you want to fight me dirty, I can go all dirty for you people. But for the fact that I choose not to do dirty with you people, Wage Mozwo. Ozwo him, no wala. Why pay voice notes? Because you're a very dark man. Why give also? But you know, I'm too busy to not stoop myself to so low to be carnaging in you peoples. I heard a lot of people. Let me forget about that one. I heard a lot of people are saying that one man, I think I don't even respect him that much. He wrote an epistle yesterday where he was saying that the Enogie are traditional rulers. Yeah, it's even a term environment. He had no weak be mine, but I won't. But I want him to understand why I don't take him serious as a man. He calls himself a lecturer. Why I don't take him serious is this. If Oba of Benin makes a statement and you go and contradict Oba of Benin, what does that make you as an Edoma? It makes you a very foolish Edoma. That Oba gi teme egwai. Teme wewe egwai tei. It only teme na say. What makes you? Do you think that you are right thinking Edoma? Oba. Then at the end of the day, because I didn't go through all of those very lengthy hungry man rhetorics, but what I deduced was to argue with the proclamation of the Oba through the press release. Now, when you do that, what do you think you've achieved with that? Going against the words and ordinations of the Oba of Benin. Does that make you a smart man like you think? If you are a wise man, you should sit down and think that, well, because you now have a phone, you have a group that you are now a levity. But governor, that's how you have denigrate your level to. Governor in a governor retire. I have never seen you argue with him. I have never seen you argue with the governor, but you cannot argue with the Oba of Benin. Cannot argue with the Oba of Benin. So, and you think you are smart because you're able to write a lengthy jargons. You're able to write a lengthy jargons. I pity all of you people, knowing fully well that when the time comes, you will know how. This is not about not having an opinion. You are at liberty of having your opinion. But can you not have an opinion to the extent that what the governor, what the Oba said, you are challenging it? The Oba said that these guys are not traditional rulers, that they are chiefs. Then you are saying that they are traditional rulers. In short, can I send you video of the small boy no in Ruogwa? Oboare Revaninia, no Ruogwani, the small boy no Reva. Can I send you the video that I recorded him last year when he said that they are ambassadors of the Oba Benin? He didn't say that they are traditional rulers. I have the video. Then, who cares about? Before now, nobody brought 1979 edit into any contestable debate. Nobody was interested in 1979 edit. It was the same Enogie that brought the edit matter. The first time I ever saw that 1979 edit was the first time I ever said anybody made reference was a letter the Enogie wrote to the governor last year. That's when I knew that edit, and I called my brother, Comrade Enogie Osaze. You know, edit in any agbena. So we went to the Benin High Court and we went to make photocopy of the 1979 edit. And it went, you understand? And when reading it, the edit called them. It's not about Benin now. About Benin in his own capacity of our blessed memory. I challenge anybody to say if any Enogie was referred to as His Royal Highness 1999 downwards. And I can tell you the story of what led Obairediawa to allow his Enogie to be regarded as His Royal Highness. And that was just in the early 2000s. None of them beard His Royal Highnesses. In short, Akenzwa II to the early part of Obairediawa, they all beard His Royal Highness. Look at any book, any written record of Oba Akenzwa II, it was referred to her as His Royal Highness. Then, in that same written record, look for if any Enogie in Edo South were referred to as His Royal Highness. We are not talking about assumptive history, and history based on your assumption. These are factual history. I don't sit down and start assuming. I give fact. And he went further to say that the Enogie are more powerful than the chiefs. Let me not dwell on him today. We'll discuss that matter another day. We'll discuss that matter. It's just like someone is saying that an ambassador is powerful more than a minister or an SGF or a chief of staff to the president, an SGF to the president, a chief of staff. An ambassador is powerful than ministers, an SGF or chief of staff. They themselves brought the 1979 edit. Nobody, mama ginya editing, ya to binya or ya mo editing in ladia. But when they were reading it, they didn't know that they were going to use their own gun to shoot themselves. The edit that they brought is what we are using to challenge them. So, they brought 1979 edit. The edit ni amure. A lele ya vena the edit wi mwemire una no ya ori osisi re ne a una be no ya gboma osisi no re ne a una do ya fie gbo ya fie gbo. They brought the edit matter and everybody went into the edit and started to read, and we discovered that the edit that they are reading is even against them in the first place. Is even against them in the first place. So what is now the basis? So who is now fighting them? The edit said they are not a traditional ruler. That's what the edit said. They should prove, they should bring. That's what we are saying. Let anybody not be confusing anybody with any English. They should open the edits and show you where it was written that they are traditional rulers. That's what we are saying now. So if the edits say they are not regarded as traditional, so it is. They are not traditional rulers. A chief in Yahin, at best, a chief in Yahin, they are not traditional rulers. Except they should go and bring where the edits wrote that they are traditional rulers. So who brought the edit? So we should also be using the edit to judge this matter. You understand? So it's not even you, no Sakari. I'm talking about not Beneweka, who said that they are traditional rulers. That was his write-up yesterday. So he should prove. This is not a matter of what Izoduwa have said. this is what it is on ground. The edit should be used clearly. And we will not do ourselves any favor if we not think that what the pronouncement of the Oba of Benin can now be ridiculed because we think we not have our opinion, we not have a social media. That will not come to social media because we think we not have an opinion. Then we'll not begin to say. I'm not going to reply that young man, no care umogu no worry. I'm not going to reply him. I told them that I will deal with them when the time comes. I'm not a guy who misses his words. Let me be very clear. I fought many wars. I fought Oluwari. They can't declare me. They can't declare me wanted for worry. I fought Ife. Now me and then don't even they settle now. I have fought many wars. Meanwhile, me and this small boy. So, Umu will not what. I have told them that a guy, you know, where video, he might be lawa because Izoduwa, or any matter. You can swear near Izoduwa swear, but they have refused to call that young boy to order. You see where the problem is. I always tell them, I always do not start any war. I do not always start trouble. I will always be on my own. And when it now comes to historical and traditional matter, you will not expect Izoduwa to keep quiet. You know what they have said? This is another thing that they have said. They said that is what one Amiri Izoduwa pa oidwa gwayemena ivyoba iya gwayo. Hey, who do you think Izoduwa is? Iso mekedere, Oba bi men. Oba bi men. And I'm very clear, Oba ensonyo bi ma. If some of these royal children so zwa, does that mean Maya zwa? I said clearly, Sonibu zwa kakabo. Does that mean that in Mayado zwa? Awa me no riami, I mean no doloi. Agbon yawe do me ba view da kompa. So if a matter that borders on the royal house that Izoduwa cannot speak on it, who do you think will speak on it? I'm a direct descendant of Oba Ensonyen. I have every right to speak on royal issues. Otherwise, that makes me a coward. If the other cowards are not. However, one of the Obavoramen song, on our TMI so Vien, whether or that if you are not a royal person of Vien Wahin. What? No bell wagmo, was it a guy? Any man at time I read it. Oga soge agbin and edo. Why I leo? Oga say, I do a fuemi. I do a me of Vien. I do a me o motor. I do a me of your back. Ibina rotona wa aye ni your body ro ni ave manike of Vien and all of that. Why I la diana no adu gbina. Why gbeo wagmo? I said what I said. People should know at this instance, say, the only person, Nimwa Oba of Benin, finish the institution and the throne. Manike, Wario Mume, I insult you, where do you that must mean what an Edoma is. Ijowa, where do you or Jono say. Are you na redo time odion no yise are you na odion no ma yise no ma yise awa we tene gbe ma I need to screenshot. I think I will have to reach out to Comrade Sazed to help me screenshot that comment. Well, not a bell, your voramen. One of them. I tell Viona, Viona, blah, 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 blah. Again, I don't know. Binarotona, we are low. Okay, you know a prince. Okay, so we more a princess. More a prince, more a princess. Igbinaga sunu uleo. But Igbinaga if I'm a prince of Benin Kingdom. I'm a princess of Benin Kingdom. Again, I am prince, again, I am princess. You see, that's why I will continue to make enemies. Not voluntary, but because I'm straightforward. I speak the truth. Which a lot of people misconcept as me fomenting trouble. If you are foolish, it doesn't necessarily mean I have to be foolish. If you have a set mind on a particular matter, and I am against that set mind on a particular matter, it doesn't mean that I'm politicizing it, because some of us do not play politics. So, if you're doya, if you're bad, I've said it. All those sons, no in a beniro. Ni mai ne beniro, ni agwale ria. Ni mai ne beniro, iriya o e Godwin Obaseki. Mani ne gbewo, irima o Oba Benin. So we have to just separate it. Godwin Obaseki's children, Ivyoba and Godwin Obaseki's children, because in this matter, they are not neutrality. In short, those who are not talking, they are not neutral. They are with Obaseki. In short, for those who are not talking, they are with Godwin Obaseki. They are with Godwin Obaseki, because I cannot see why they will not speak. So there are no neutrality. I have told people, don't try and curry favor in this matter in life. It's either positive or negative. There's no middle. It's either back or front, right or wrong. We will now, after we choose, let us choose sides. They are nothing like they are not sides. They are always sides to a matter. Then we will not allow the internal hand of time revealed who was right, who was wrong. I will subject myself to the scrutiny of time, that in the next 20 years, Idorio boy, it got no baseki ya support. And I will also allow time to scrutinize to people, you get the support it got no baseki. So, but not anybody should not tell me of neutrality. There are no neutral sides to this. It's either you are there or you are here. Any ayiwe wekani ni bunwo ayiwe akenzwa. Do you know how many akenzwas that has been fighting me in recent times? That walk Kamewo. Do you know how many Arkansans and workers have been fighting me? Now, so a doctor na do solar dia. When I was with Okwara, he said, "Ina ipadomo, ina gbenwa, ina igwan ye mata regwa." The problem that we are fighting is just within the palace cycle. The major problem. You think that the Ogiamen people are the problem of Benin Kingdom. It is some very bittered. I mean, money, man, you know, about that. So, before one of them was suspended, or where I mean, Akonieka Baore, you understand? So the rebellion started. So the conspiracy had started a long time ago, but because they knew the Oba that was coming was going to put them in their places, so they were not really happy. The free meal, the over access, overdoing, exacting of Yoba Mahin to bully people that was cut down by the present monarch has not given them that we must rebel. So most of the informants giving information to Abe Enogie, I'm from inside the palace cycle because amai koi ni ati ado abe na ya dio de gwa afin to ya mo one by two mo community mo community na ama mi so ya magi mi abe eni na nate dweki we gwa ni ayi dweki we gwa ni. Where do you think all of these problems are coming from? That's the problem. You cannot, you see, that's the problem, no Sahara. You cannot, that's the problem. I think you people should understand me for one thing. I don't influence people to believe in whatever they want to believe. See, if you do a video today and probably insult me for the next 20 hours, do you know I will not even come and check the video or even reply you? Because I don't always believe that my belief is superior to the other person's. If you people understand me, me ma yayi we me yayi or maso we. Igbodan ye nu yayi, igbodan yo. Except una afilu pegu me, if you afilu pegu. That is why you won't see me talking about that man. Of you begima, where we are politicizing it, we are taking the whole matter into politics, knowing fully well that I feel pained because I'm a politician. Because for the past 2 years, I've been challenging anybody that do me or that politician say it. A politician me woni ari me, me be woni ni ari me. If I am to work for a governor now, it will be based on mutual respect on contracts. Because I now know my worth as a businessman that I am. So when someone is not lying against me that we are playing politics with this, playing politics for who? For APC or PDP? What can I get APC or PDP or Labour Party? The only interest I have in all of this matter is the protection of the Benin throne. So, paseki wukpo, oma wukpo, taedo, taedo. Many Izoduwa. Have you ever seen me criticize the government based on policies taken, whether taken well or not taken well? It doesn't concern me. Daughter okpo, omata okpo. Ade takoma ikawe tane ya takoma imoto no wegbe na ya lukpo na ema do ta po mata po do pare do e generator lo na ohon ya ri pare o ya be de be ruwe ya ma be de be defo e oni makame. You understand? Down doesn't concern me. But when you not dance to our traditional institution, Izoduwa will talk. In short, it's a bad only thing. So if you just say Izoduwa not talk, that means you're not concerned and concern anybody. And I've always maintained that stand. I've told people, all my criticisms of the governor, is it based on his policies or his decisions, on policies of governance? You can never see me criticize the governor on those regards. Because my camel, but I feel that other people are already speaking about it, and because I know when people speak generally, they politicize about it. How do people in their right senses now think we are politicizing the throne? Why? For who? I'm not politicizing the throne for APC. Why? I am saying that in whatever the government does, take the throne or the traditional institution of Edo South out of it. Out of it. That's all. Out of it. Take it out of it so that we can have peace. But in all of this, Otiemahin, Agbekpa, but I will settle. But I know some people, I can guarantee you, Osanu doesn't even know you my abo. But on my me as a today, or how I 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. Yeah, many abo baseki nori you born in here. Me awe do buwa de na we do know why you bo. Why any me we bo ba nori you born in me. Erio e matter na ya de, but agbi na ya mi o de itowe wa jon itowe padomo itowe lamogu ya jon we we to me ihwenrie. But wa hai do know when you bo we no bo baseki nori you born in me awe no we you bo me we tie na we me we bo ba no nya do no be di you born in me eri matter na eri ha ya settle me agbi o agbi so eri matter na ya de so that ado ya egbe bokan. Well, you know when 5 days that time when Benin Kingdom when Obaseki be one destroy Benin Kingdom. Now support him. You know say we did the other side. We not the righty. We not be the lefty. We not me be the lefty na. Why be say kedema yo? Oh, emina isunu wo tell the why boy wa ohon reko ohon yire do be ni why boy. Emi abe sunu kai mana. Ma we buiri man or rekete, but I gui itema him. So I did a guyo. So where after this one, let me tell you the peace, the much awaited peace that has eluded us for almost 6 years now. You will see how it will be. You will see how Benin Kingdom will be in peace from November 12, 2024. Edo day will not be peace, will not be united, will not be one loving people again. You understand? My word one the big meaning makaye okere. In our way banana, I mean the baby do den. So ima date me date ya him son no dazi. No ze get twide by day, no ze get ba. Ye that the women of Bewo ya no mulele be. They tell you ya ni arisi from now to November 12. They ya wa moya. You know wa muno wa pa wa hwe. E ma ite wa ye. Emi ya. O wa finish if you can finish all his policies in 24 hours. O wa pa. So that November 12 I wa see there na. You know, me ame pa pe ra ni ba me ya when there was a gba ite wan no so no. November 12 2024 ya e hwere. So I know. So in all of this, like I have said, I do not have bad intention against anybody. In short, it's all of these people that have bad intention against me. If they offend me, the only thing against them, oh nuna, Mary nuna riya. But outside that, I don't have bad intention against. But I know a whole lot of them have bad intention against me. But edoya ekbita uhuma miho egiobogbe uhuma miho egiobogbe bedwari etanis ze those who are pure mind, that are straightforward. Yeah, fear beleku. Even what you call say, why me back there? Edia do tie, it tend to defwa, mami go, egiobogbe. Izoduwa here. So I will continue to advocate intellectually when the cases demand. But when I now you no riegbe no. Yeah, wa be raw. Why you know your money? But there I will not take hatred, that I now have hatred and bitterness against any Edo son or daughter. I don't have that hatred. I'm hatred against me. Any hatred did anybody? Even any hatred against anybody. You want to destroy Benin Kingdom? I am saying no. You cannot destroy it. Oni mase na gbelegbeba do your constructive debates. I'll do mine. Say whatever you want to say. I will say whatever I want to say. But having an hatred to harm my own brother is what I don't have in mind. I don't concede that thought, and I never will. And I never will. So, if Benin must unite, they must understand that we have one unifying factor, and that is a throne. I know at this very time, it is not very sweet for even some people, Nibe Kumo will not worry that and are not claiming that they now have a kingdom on their own. Okay, no problem. Why we can work a fiana? Oka no more guen. E wa work a fian, work a wa fian ba. E wa we fian me ba, e wo me ba e o wan gbe ho. Wan gbe ho ye korio no but ogi gbe ho. Le gbo ma o. So who wa we fian ma ba e no wahala. But let me read what Isen has to say. You know, many may let me read some. Many may Mana I feel baby. Anything I say, I have references. Yeah, whoa. Okay, I want to read this Enogie page 132. I want to read some parts. You know, whenever I do analysis, I always say that if you want to find out the truth, go to Umowu Nehere or Umowu Nozuogbe or Umowu Nzuagbo. It's the same. Go there, find out the truth. Or if you don't want to go to Umowu Nozuogbe or Uzuagbo, go to Urewe. I'm not saying come to the palace. I'm saying that within the Ugu kingdom, go to Uda Umowu Nehere or go to Urewe. Go and find out the truth. Forget about what the Umowu Nohwa people are saying, because this is you cannot be a judge in your own matter. You go to other communities to judge the matter. We are not saying that because they are always saying that the palace will always support their own history. I'm not saying that you don't need to go to Umowu Nohwa to find out the truth. Just go to Uda Urewe or go to Goni Ekorium. We can also go to Goni Ekorium to find out the truth, or go to you find out the truth there. So look at what Dr. Eisenhower has said. It was in Urewe that all the other Ugu Enogie submitted to Oba Hengbuda and accepted the overlordship of Benin City. It was there that all these Enogie collectively attended to Hengbuda until he returned to Benin. It was there in Urewe that Hengbuda formally revoked the strictures placed by Benin on the Ugu territories. Strictures which were usually placed by Benin on hostile territories, which conquests had been decided upon. And it was there on the same day that the Enogie, listen, and it was there on the same day that the Enogie of Umowu Nohwa claimed on behalf of the whole of the Ugu territories immunity from further hostilities by Benin. Therefore, after Hengbuda's return to Benin, Urewe village became the permissible meeting place for all the Ugu Enogie. So ask them that Enogie ya nelegbe ma ya hadwi korea. What's ya na do a Umowu Nohwa? Ya na ya do a Urewe. Simple questions. Na taloi tala tolo. They didn't tell their children that story. That even the native court that was built in the 1940s. Yeah, my boy, you boy. Why so? I'm coming. Therefore, after Ehembuda's return to Benin, Urewe village became the permissible meeting place for all the Ugu Enogie, since they could no longer congregate at the original Ugu capital, now regarded as enemy territory by Benin. The original Ugu capital is where we now call Camp 34. Camp 34. You know, Camp 34. That was the original Umogu. Umogu now moved from there to Umogu Nehere. Emanigi level Umogu Nehere. All the other Umogu do Akbol on Aiti Umogu no. Listen, the original site of Ekenamo Quarry, Nehembudamo Quarry, is now where it's called Camp 34. This habit of using Urewe as a location where the whole of Ugu congregated whenever it was necessary became established, and it continued up to the colonial times in the 20th century. For instance, when a native court was proposed for the heartland of the Ugu territories in the 1940s, it was sited in Urewe village, where all the dukedoms of Ugu transacted their judicial matters. Listen very well. The Enogie of Umogu Nohwa, because of the great increase in the size of the population of his dukedom, which was a fallout of the conquest of the Ugu capital by Benin, became the most visible Enogie in Ugu. Wadameo became the most visible Enogie in Ugu. Through him, this is the respect Nobamu Yoegbe that they are about to spoil. They are also dancing there. By the time the palace is too wicked, they are using their own hand now. History books. Listen, Ogo. They want to use their own foolishness to also spoil it. Listen. The Enogie of Umogu Nohwa, because of the great increase in the size of the population of his dukedom, which was a fallout of the conquest of the Ugu capital by Benin, became the most visible Enogie at Ugu. Through him, the Oba of Benin acted whenever he had to deal collectively with all the Ugu Enogie. To the Enogie of Umogu Nohwa was henceforth reported, in the first instance, the demise of any of the other Ugu Enogie. He then brought the information to the Oba of Benin. So, what Oba Ehembuda did, or he more ye no gyo Umogu Nohwa, bonawe should in case Abe Enogie that of Elegbe's descendants, if any of them passes on, they should not come to the palace where do direct. Ni aka boewe Enogie Umogu Nohwa inform ene. Enogie Umogu Nohwa ni ohan do inform gwaredo. That is the favor that the palace gave to Umogu Nohwa that has transited to this day. That their children are about to use their own hand to destroy. By all of these social media rancors, by now saying that Ugu kingdom is a kingdom of its own. He then brought the information to the Oba in Benin. It was also in his palace. It was also in the palace that proclamations from Benin, which concerned the whole of Ugu, were announced. So, a palace of Umogu no wa anaginyae. Anaginyae. Daniel. Any Enogie gawu within no Enogie legbe. They will go and report to Umogu no wa as Enogie. Umogu no wa Enogie will not report it to the Oba of Benin. Oba of Benin have a giun ginya. Argue who need you Umogu no wa. Enogie Umogu no wa. Umogu no Enogie Umogu no wa ni. Oh, how you give nige nike. That's the respect that the palace gave to the Enogie of Umogu no wa, which concerned the whole of Ugu. Were announced. The vassalage capital of Ugu moved to Umogu no wa. It has now moved from Umogu Nekere. It has moved to Umogu na, and in self-aggrandizement, the Enogie would refer to himself as Obanugu, because he now became the head of all the Enogie, which is as a result of the ennoblement of the Oba of Benin. Because if Oba of Benin has not enabled him, ordinarily the Enogie of Umogu Nekere supposed to be the head of all the Elegbe, because that's the headquarter, was supposed to be the head. But because of the ennoblement of the Oba of Benin, now promoted Umogu Nokwa over Enogie of Umogu Nekere. That ennoblement, okay. The vassalage capital of Ugu moved to Umogu Nokwa, and in self-aggrandizement, the Enogie will refer to himself as Obanugu. Look at what it means. The Oba of the Ugu territories, claiming the position of the premier inter pares, the first amongst equal in the castle of all the Ugu Enogie. So Obanugu does not mean that he's an Oba of Ugu kingdom. He is claiming that Oba has enabled him to be the head of all the Ugu Enogie in Ugu territories. Now listen, on my phone. Let's listen. We're supposed to be the original capital. The defeated and deposed monarch of Ugu, Igehon, lived in exile in Eastern land for some years, but ultimately got tired of his exile existence and longed to return home to Iyekoriomo. So he made overtures to the Oba. He was allowed to return to Benin, where he made his submission and declared fealty to the monarch. He was forgiven for levying war against Benin and allowed to return home to Iyekoriomo, to his destroyed capital. He was no longer a king, but just another Enogie of the Oba of Benin, equal now in status with all other Enogie of Ugu, who were his eastwide dukes. Understand, the Enogie of Umogu Nekere is supposed to be the king of Ugu kingdom, but because he was not defeated, his status were now reduced to an Enogie. He is now at the same level with Abibiye. So Umogu not why Enogie. Oh yeah, Umogu Nekere no. Umogu Nekere. Equal in status with all other Enogie of Ugu, who were in his eastward dukes and subjects when he was the Ugu monarch, a title which now rightly belonged to the Oba of Benin. Igehon returned to Iyekoriomo, to his distressed capital of Umogo, now known as Umogu. He rebuilt it as the seat of his dukedom. Rebuilt Umogu turned out to be only a shadow of its size and in population than in its heyday, and not descript when compared with the other dukedoms in Ugu. People compared what the resurrected town now looked like in relation to what it was like in its heyday, and derisively labeled it Umogu Nozwogbe, destroyed by foolishness, said the people, because they regarded it on hindsight as foolhardiness on the part of the Ugu monarch Igehon to have given battle to Ehembuda's forces in the defense of his country. It was clear, said everybody, that Ehembuda's military juggernaut was so overwhelmingly powerful that it would crush any opposition which stood against it. That being so obvious, it was foolish to have attempted to stop the juggernaut in its tracks. The wise thing was for the Igehon to have meekly submitted his kingdom to Hembuda without a fight, rather than expose his stand to the destruction which was certain to follow his conquest. The name Umowunozwogbe was later shortened to Umowunzwagbo, the new name of the town of Umowo since these last 400 years. Now look at something. Look at something. I want you to take note. Yet, in spite of this diminution in hierarchical status suffered by Igehon and his descendant Umowunzwagbo Enogie, the Enogie of Umowunzwagbo, listen, he still accorded traditional filial difference by sibling Ugu Enogie when it concerns strictly family matters. For instance, this Enogie is still entitled to the third hindlip, Owuzo. Aga inya yana totana. Wana miewe Owimiowo. Umowunzwagbo ayemuna instead of Umowo Enogie Umowo nohwa. They are not asking questions. Of any is entitled to the third hindlip of any propitiatory animal slaughtered during any collective ancestor worship ceremony carried out by the Ugu Enogie. But in prestige, reach, and traditional political clout, the Enogie of Umowunokwa is the undisputed first among equals in any gathering of the Ugu Enogie. His position in Ugu is rather akin to that of the Enogie of Irua in Ishaland, who traditionally is the Okaige son of Ishaland, the first among equals in any gathering of the Ishan Enogie. The yearly communal propitiation of the spirit of Elegbe usually took place in Urewe village, where all the Enogie of Ugu would gather for the ceremony. Urewe village was thus the Benin outpost in Ugu because it was where these Enogie had surrendered their independence to Benin and had sworn fealty to the Oba of Benin, choosing that location as their communal meeting place rather than the original capital of Umowunzwagbo, was a practical demonstration by the Ugu Enogie that even though they were children of Elegbe, they were not truly the Enogie, the viceroys of the Oba of Benin in their different domains. Imoni Soto. Imo Soto. Amen in Atabai. Whoever is wise, if you want to prove that the history that has long been buried over 500 years ago, that you want to open it with fact, not with lies. And I've told people that this is not because of, they were accusing Dr. Eisen that Eisen wrote lies. What I have asked, Igweha or Hana Dimu, Umowunokwa, Umowunzwagbo, Urewe. Any researcher can go to these three communities and ask questions. If you go to these three communities and ask questions, go to Umowunokwa and go and ask. They have their own story. They will tell you. But go to Umowunzwagbo, where the original Elegbe seat of authority was. Go there, because you have to go there. Then Ekene Hembu Dadia, Oke Moko, Noya Konkai Umowunzwagbo is Urewe. And Iko Yanawa Adu Egenede, Urewe Anadwe. Why? Urewe Mamen, Urewe Enogie. Enogie. Umowunzwagbo, I don't think Urewe has an Enogie. I don't think, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm not sure. Umowunzwagbo, Umowunokwa, Ewesime. These are big communities. Bazogbenugu, these are big communities. Of all these big communities, why are they not going to Urewe to do meetings? Why? Have they asked themselves this question, or they want to deny? Because Emisunu Urewe, both in Yanaya Weru, Umowunokwa, and our way, Egenedana Urewe. And in Memaya Urewe Enogie. So these are questions you go. Don't look at one side of the story, look at every side of the story. But if they now feel that Obaseki is not the governor that they want to now use because of the policies he's trying to, which I told a lot of people, people are not springing out. I said all these things. You know, do you people remember over a year ago I said that when you start to visit, when he started to fraternize with Umo Wunokwa, Ogiame, Iyasenudo, that anybody who does that, if he does that, it means that there is one Benin man or two Benin people who is very aware of the history of the land. Not Tamahana, because Obaseki doesn't know this. He didn't even know the story of the Midwest. The Midwest lecture that he delivered was absolute nonsense. He was recognizing people who fought, or recognized Tony Anene, Ambrosali, Enahoro, that went to meet Senator Asemota, which a lot of them didn't mention. Senator Asemota was very instrumental for that Midwest referendum. He went to meet him at the dead of the night, 2 days for the referendum, that he should not proceed with it. Then they even mentioned Osadebe. Osadebe initially was against Midwest creation because he felt that the Midwest creation would have been the Benin people taking over again. So he had seized the Carrion to kick against. Then he forgot the true heroes. The true heroes of Midwest, Humphrey Omo Osage. He forgot Humphrey Omo Osage, true hero of the Midwest. He forgot Ibaba. Oba Akenzwa the second. Oba Akenzwa the second, who almost became a politician, was canvassing from one place to the other for we to realize the Midwest. Am I mentioning any on it? That you think is not deliberate. He didn't mention Humphrey Omo Osage. For what I heard, Chivute Tedegabi only have a drag. Then he didn't mention people like Marere. And I mentioned a betrayal of the Midwest. The likes of Asemota, the first Edo Benin senator, Senator Asemota, he's from Mundena in Armenia. He didn't mention all these great men. He went to be mentioning betrayals of the cause, Nahoro, Avali, that were betraying the Midwest cause. So definitely, or someone do not know that public history. I have the book. If you want a copy of it, written by late Osaono Wamagbe on the Midwest referendum. If you want the book, the most detailed book on Midwest referendum was written by a Benin man, a scholar. If you want it, he went to it was a lecture that was delivered, I think, at the 5th Institute for Benin Studies annual Jacob Wadea Egarewa, because Institute for Benin Studies used to hold annual Jacob Wadea memorial lecture. So I think it was the 4th lecture delivered that lecture was delivered. So Institute now created a monolith. I mean, now produce it. So we have Institute of Benin Studies have hundreds and thousands of that history of Midwest. So if he needs one, I can get him 3 or 4 copies, so that next time he wants to deliver lecture on Midwest, he will be well acquainted with it. So someone who does not know that, how will he not know Umo Wunokwa people? Someone told him this story, and I said it about a year or 2 years ago, if you people will remember. So he came out on my if you Umo Wunokwa are not springing up that they have an independent kingdom. I think a kingdom is Benin kingdom. No Baseki Yare. Then people are saying that me Izoduwa or the problem. Before Baseki, did you see any Umo people came out and said that Ugu kingdom existed? It existed, but did they came out before and said that Ugu kingdom is not existing in this era? Amamiogiame. When I'm here, go pano. I am not spring ladder. So, anybody who wishes to hate me and say I politicize that, boom, one, one thing is very clear. Ijowa. Maya Ijowa. Yawe gwale mi so wuwa na do mi why ready me. Dey your own, I dey my own. No, nale yase trial. Biano, you know, in go stadium that day. Biane yana interview. Biane lele. He has won my heart. There are people who has won my heart forever. Biane lele now. Whoever he wants, we allow him to use them. They should many azo born on Luyan. But because now they are doing what pleases them now. That's what I'm saying. So I say I will me go a bankeri I me go agmoa. So but I will say I will me go me wa me gbe wa wari me go get me wa allow no wa. But if you talk women no ya Ugu kingdom once existed, but it doesn't exist. We are all one united people in the umbrella of the Oba of Benin. If you not say that we're a kingdom of war, no problem. But why here? You go marry here? Igbehwe, Ugu territories, memo bawa. So if you Korean on the bon aladian memo bawa. So I say, Emmanuel, why be yo? Because when you say Ugu kingdom or Ugu territory, wakba omo will not buy Ugu territory. Because in extent, o Kanumugun or Kekba or wakba, so all those communities in Waro. So me again why bondo wado maya Ugu kingdom, you know, because again wado get my mic no Kekba, kinu gu keswen, uwonge, kinu gu ni keswen. Cannot have an end. Again, why do draw a map in a man? So, the same leg be now one kind of your buy no. So, I say, and all these Enogie na Hana Lambogunya ya 12. Funny enough, all of them Lambogunya ya 12. Only if your body. So, but like I said, just like the Enogie, the UCC organ, yana more down where to be out or Pamagi, yana more CC, yana to CC. Only a self termination, yana UCC a fake being. So I heard that the Ugu people now, the Umo, I won't be using Ugu, they do not represent Ugu kingdom. They are Umo Gunohwa. I heard that the Umo Gunohwa people, let's be very clear. There's a difference between Umo Gunohwa and Ugu kingdom, or extinct former Ugu kingdom Europe. There's a difference between Umo Gunohwa. Umo Gunohwa na inyata here na ya o, because they are not saying all of them. Umo Gunohwa no ladi avere nana is saying that the palace classified the traditional ruler as chief. Before now, the palace has no business or whether they were traditional rulers or traditional chiefs. Wawe to buwa, inyawe to biyawe nigyowe to biyawe UCC ya fiegbiya, wame na tana. Inyawe biya ya quote 1979 edit. And edit ni 1979 yagbon, Oma recognize Warokba as a traditional ruler, a chief, or Chiwaye. That's the issue. So, palace matter, if you have any issue on this matter, go and fight with the law, the 1979 law. Because white chief. In short, ye traditional ruler no wa. But the law of the land, the law said you people are traditional rulers before now, but the law said no. The law said no. That you people are not traditional rulers, that you people are traditional chiefs. So, a palace highway do die in this matter. The palace said you are traditional rulers, but the law told the palace that no, The law said, Oba talk by no. They are not traditional rulers, they are traditional chiefs. So, is that the fault of Egwai? It is not the fault of the palace. It's not the fault of the palace, it's the fault of the law. So, you people go and hold the law. The 1979 edit responsible, not the palace. Palace in Mobawa. Palace in Mobawa. Go. So, that's what I'm saying. So, or by why man, you know, you are changing 1979 edit, the 1979, Mario Bavagani. Only Puno by Radio Warioba. So, Agmon. I believe to why I copy. Just ask me, I will photocopy it, I will scan it and send to you. It's very clear. It's very clear. So that's what I'm saying. So you people should not be holding the palace responsible for what the palace know nothing about. Traditional chief. Egwa is just reiterating what the law said because wawe ya mo law ladian. So Egwa na okay gawa lobe law since wawe traditional matters. I deal with it traditionally. It should not be dealt with in judicial capacity. So the capacity of the judiciary, I reiterate. I said that we were thinking you people are traditional rulers, but since you are broad law, the law said you are traditional chiefs, so you must follow the law because you people now obey the law more than the palace. So we must follow the law. A law ni what le level. A law ni le level. That's the problem. A law ni no the palace just reiterated it that according to the 1979 law that you people have been quoting, you are traditional chiefs. So I know. So go and hold the law responsible. Or Waboseki no fear warrior. If he has the power to change the law, let him change it. Because you know, if you a warrior. So I don't know. So it only ties it. So however that while if you're going I have seen some of you people now fraternizing with if you're going to fight your own people because you want to have a Ugu kingdom that no longer exists. Damn wow. Uwewe egwa wa ya muboto. Ebuwa wa ya muboto. Wa mai henia. I saw some of their comments. There's some screenshot it. When some screenshot it, I was checking their names. I shook my head. Uwewe egwa wa ya muboto. Uwewe egwa wa ya. Again, why do ya? Again, I only do ya man. What do you bo? Why ya gwa live going? No ruwa wayo. Live going. Abi enye ya aru awayo ivenye ya aru awayo ivenye ya aru awayo weze we ya iru awaru o mekini ya iru awase wa deke wa imi obi edo soma ma na wa tebe soma matel visop a matter visop. Emiawada matter visop. In short, if me are your web by Yarwawa, Yarwawa, me are you, a benny ayo na, Eddie Mary yo, or Boaduana. What the baby going? Let's finish the palace. Why me finish a palace? And if we are not sunu I was telling someone, if you are not sunuwedu, I mean no sunuwede na. The concept of my sunuwedu, there is a lie. Were you alive 200 years ago? Emi ya no sunuwedu, no my sunu ro. Okabe sununenya, emi ya no sunuwedu. But in all, the palace came out strong. Eya kasunune. A palace now came out strong. When the palace now came out strong, some people suffered for it. Nika wrote up, I do drop any, ni roto tona, I promote any. Nikarotop in Adioto. I would write 500 years ago that Enogie used to be the Obanugu of that era. 500 in the year 2024. It used to be the Obanugu of Ugu territories, a kingdom that became extinct by the war brought by Buddha and all of that. He was not promoted. He used to be Umowunozwagbo. You understand? But almost for 500 years, Umowunokwa was now on top. But they lost that grace in the year 2024, and Umowunehere was not promoted. The Enogie of Umowunehere now is not called Banugu. A very good example was Isekure. Manihobe used to be Omanowaba. Do you know how sacred it is to touch the Oba's forehead? Nobody can touch Oba's forehead. But I think about 2 people. Ogiefa no Mwekbo. Isekure used to be or your boka or Oba. Used to be the people who does that. But something happened. Isekure was not promoted. Isekure had that position for almost 700 years or so. But something also happened. He was demoted, and Ihamani was taken back to the elevated position. There's never a vacuum. So while you if you have the power to hold that which the palace has given to you, don't not feel that you're untouchable. You're not. You're not. Have you ever thought about that? The current government is not in good terms with the palace. Have you people ever thought about if the next government that is coming is not in good terms with the palace? How do you not think? Or let's not assume that Izoduwa now became the governor of Edo State. Well, I want you people to think about that. Do you think I will allow any rubbish to happen in Edo now? Do you think? Do you know why? I know the story of this land. Nobody, no bagger can now go and tell me one lie. Almost a lot of places, a lot of the communities, a lot of stories of these communities. We have been producing government that doesn't know Jack and Jill about this land. Imagine me that I know Jack and Jill. Abubu. Ute tie can utari ne you do. So have you people not thought about that? Have you people not thought about that? So Edo wa me oda wa when you are doing anything now, why would thou? Why would thou? We are divided too much. Let's close gaps. Let's allow the history of the old that was buried for a reason remain buried. After all, the letter of the Oba of Benin referring to you, these Enogie as chiefs, was not of his own creation. The palace didn't even, I don't think, the palace knows, but I don't think the palace was interested. But you were the people that went to, some of the selfish Enogie that went to reawaken it. And then I took their own gun to shoot themselves. What the palace wrote was so to reiterate it. Was just to reiterate it. So, me mind na ya gwale gwawo. Wa ya mo lori. Wa it e kompa keka sako pa wa ti with the law. Wa ma law ni gbaluwa kakabo. Agido we law. Eri. Ekinu wa wo gbalegwa ma gbalegwa. That is why the Enogie has sued the state government to the court, so that the state government to come and explain what the 1979 Gazette But he truly does not have that power to do what he thinks he can do. I used to think that he has that power. But no. I've read it over and over again. The next class I'm going to talk about it why he doesn't have that power. The law is very clear. Very clear. He can't create that council. He can't. It's impossible. He can't. He can't win that case in court. He can't. It's very clear. 1979, why do you think other governors before now? Do you think other governors before now didn't hate the palace? But they didn't awaken it because they studied it. But he just saw one section 7. He just saw one section 7, one small place. He just saw it on our divide. He failed to even give it to his learned SANs or lawyers to look at it holistically. Yeah, you have when Marisola, a court, they'll not begin to see. We didn't know. We didn't know. So, I don't want to preempt anybody. It will be a sweet case. Let them go to court. The court will now unveil what is truly there. So they will now know that the government cannot just wake up one morning and start to constitute and start to want to balkanize a traditional customary issue. You cannot just wake up because customary matter had existed long before constitutional law was created. Customary law has been in existence. You just cannot come because you are the governor and just start disorganizing the culture of the people. The law does not empower you to do so. There's an extent the law empowers sitting governors and presidents to go. The major reason that the president cannot come to take 1 inch of land in Edo State or any other state is because there's a law that empowers the governor or the governor of a state that superimposes the president of the federation. So also there is a law, the customary law that backs up customary matter that makes it impossible for constitutional law to override. You can see when a lawyer near the a matter of law. So the court will take care of the matter. So lastly, I want to thank, let me first of all appreciate all of you people for the support. When as some we know they make honeymoon. So I've honeymoon now. So I want to thank all of you people who supported me, who called me, who wished me my honeymoon and all of that. For the support for my marriage. I can't thank you guys enough. God bless all of you. I am very grateful. I'm very grateful. Then secondly, which is lastly, Omon's 70th year anniversary comes up October 20. So by next week, week in Alana, next week, Monday, Tuesday, we should have at least 30. Don't maybe say 50 billboards, at least 30 billboards all over Benin City. All over Benin City. Even some of our people, not just Benin City, some of our people who are in Lagos, who are in Port Harcourt, can also do billboards for more, just to celebrate the 70. Let's see, this is, for me, I've always believed, when you are fighting for a cause, support it with everything, your material and your financial thing. That's why I support. I don't collect, I give. I don't collect from the palace, I give. So, it is not a big thing for my people here. It's to do a billboard. The least billboard, on a billboard, so you pay 120. There are some billboard you paid 1 million. There are some billboard you paid 500,000 for a month. But there are also some billboard you paid 45. Those are the least. The least billboard right now in Edo State. I just pray still 45. I think it's 45,000. Then to print a 20 by 10 size billboard is 30,000. So that makes it 75,000. Then for design and all of that, but it's between 75 and 80,000. I think billboard only increase the to 50,000. But I remember there are some billboards you can get for 45,000 for 1 month. Then Naya printed the flex banner is 30,000. It's 20 by 10. The size is 20 by 10. You multiply 20 times, so that's 200. The printing for a feet is 150. So 200 times 150 is 30,000. Aya print. So that's 30,000 plus 45,000. That's 75,000 for a billboard for 1 month. So maybe if you want to add some change to it for design, and I will have to have my team to be designing. So I design it. I'm a picture where you buy. I'm a picture where you. I'm a picture more arrow big. The picture where arrow then with your name. If you have any organization, I'm your buy. So this is what I want all of you. 75,000 should not be a big deal for all of you. I know it's a big money, but I think it should not be. I know you people should not be a big deal for you. So have a billboard for Monoba to celebrate him. Your picture will be there with your name and all of that. I told you the Ekenave Amoy on my way with video. I will send the ego and all of that. You will see. You can send any of your brothers. It's not Omaka can't be bought. No. You shouldn't worry about that. I don't think it will condescend low to start tearing Oba Benin billboard. No. Or bad, but my as of today, my bad is saving your my editor bad is saving your work, but as of today, I don't think he will do that. So if anybody wants to reach me, but the account will be Samuel. He's a banker. He also I don't want anybody sending money to me directly. It will be well accounted for. As of today, about 4 persons have paid. As of today, 4 persons have paid. So my phone number, someone should help me pin it. 081 36 722 162. 081 36 722 162. So please, someone should help me pin my phone number 081 36 722 162. Let's make almost 70 years birthday and 7th year coronation anniversary. No, it's 36, not 63. 081 36, not 63. Can pin it. So let's make almost 70th birthday and 7th year coronation. When Dokpano, a day birthday or more a coronation. Let's make it colorful. I don't know what plans the palace have. Understand how Izoduwa works. I don't always work with whatever plans that the palace have. A plan or we may while we wear. So let's do something. Let's just, when you wake up in the morning, you are saying Oba talk on this billboard. Before you drive 3 minutes, you are saying happy birthday to Monoba. When you want to drive another 10 minutes, another happy birthday. Let's colorize Benin. Let's colorize Benin for Monoba. It deserves it. You understand? So they will ask, but worry ma ne duama nu se luama. Oh, rima we matter na mi overo. Okay. 7th year anniversary. Okay, no birthday. 7th year anniversary. So, no. 7th year coronation anniversary. So, no. You know. So, let's get it. So, why I was saying. So, I thank all of you, and no matter how divided it seems that we are. But no matter what, we will still come back. When the common enemy is gone, we will come back and be united. And those who have insulted, the insult that have insulted you people is still standing. Or why it stands? In the past 3-4 years, that insult is still stand. Or why it stand? Bonnie, raw. Or my warrior until November 12th. November 12th, I banned the no work back. Him and may offend. You do Tamiania near our memorial. Then I will not expect them to come and beg me, knowing fully well that they messed up. But a boy animated before now stand. Here I stand. But after November 12th, I can now say, okay, why will? But they are still stand because they are still with him, so it still stand. By November 12th, they will no longer be with him. So I know. So why I was it? Or by why I talk by you? Is so why I was it? So I'll see you guys soon. All right.